All right, everybody. Good morning. It is October the 12th. It's Monday morning. That means it's time for the Randy Smith Memorial Golf Classic. We will be doing a live broadcast from the Randy Smith Memorial Golf Classic, a yearly, what we call our homecoming here for the trade show industry.
Very good. Very good. Thank you, Mike. Good morning. Brian Hampton, Champion Logistics Group, also chapter president, ADPA Southeast chapter. Stopped by to spend a couple minutes with Mike and talk about this beautiful day we're having here for some golf.
And a beautiful day. When you compare this to some of those we've had in the past where it was cold and rainy, and you look at what God has given us today, we are truly blessed.
This is my fourth year. I reach out to all my vendors every year. This is just an outstanding event that is so good.
I'm like, I'm the cleanup guy. Whatever needs to be done, I'll do, but I don't have a specific job.
You ever go to Disney World and you see that person with the big Mickey ears and the broom and the dustpan?
Yeah.
Actually, I was just in the neighborhood. I need to use the restroom.
Typical Rich Johnson. That's
The recently released PQ 280 PUR Perfect Binding System. This is specially.
So for an HP t-shirt here, we've got some very difficult questions.
All with one very simple answer. And for a t-shirt, who can...
This young gentleman right here is your CEO. You've been very mad about that because you got passed up to be the CEO, but he's the CEO.
Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino hosts the Exhibitor Show each spring, which brings thousands of trade show professionals together to see the latest in show trends, and 2010 was no exception. But every year, it's the same thing. Presenters and speakers getting louder and louder until you can't hear yourself think, much less carry on a sensible conversation on the show floor. Every show has its own noise rules that replicate what you see here. And generally, if it's too loud, you need to turn it down. If not, turn it off, or show management will turn it off for you. This year, though, one company set a new standard. Moss Incorporated. Moss introduced their new Easy Fabric Walls to attendees in a new yet not so new way. A large LCD screen was set in the booth. But when attendees approached the screen, they weren't met with blasting speakers. They picked up a headset which allowed the audio to be peaceably heard. The attendee gets the info, and the crowd continues with their conversations uninterrupted. Advantages? Several, as you can see here, and more that we may not have listed. Welcome to the 2011 Biz Bash in Fort Lauderdale, and welcome to the Pink Powered by Moss booth. Our traditional offerings along with the newest fabric trends are what we are all about, and we are excited to share them with you at this show.
Good evening, I am Jason Gentry. Welcome. The doors are going to be opening up at 6 o'clock. Until then, feel free to listen around because we're going to have a whole lot to talk about, a whole lot going on, and I am not by myself for this. No, we have some great guests that are going to be joining us. We're talking about the superstars of Impact Wrestling. You never know who's going to stop by here. And plus, taking us all the way up until 7 o'clock when that show starts, myself joined by who better to call the play-by-play action than Mike Tenay and Taz themselves, giving you the play-by-play action. What exactly is Impact Wrestling Radio, you ask? Up until Huntsville, no one has had the opportunity to hear what's going on with the play-by-play action until you actually see the show on Spy TV. So in steps Impact Wrestling Radio. It gives you the opportunity to actually hear everything that goes on. You get to hear all the drama backstage. You get to hear everything that goes on between Mike and Taz. You get to hear every bit of the play-by-play, so you're not left in the dark. You get to know everything that's going on. As you see the action, you get to hear the action. You get to hear the play-by-play. It's a beautiful thing.
SmartRadioNow.com presents the grand opening radio remote for Morrison Sales Company, the real signs and more in Hiram, located behind the Rite Aid, as well as Crystals, right here at 278 and 92. Also, the grand opening of Serendipity Gifts and Embroidery, and dedicated computer helper. All in one store here in the Paulding Exchange Shopping Center.
94.5 FM is Nightmares Gate Radio, brought to you by SmartRadioNow.com, a division of Morrison Sales Company, LLC. 29 Promotions. Nightmares Gate. Also from Hooters of Douglasville Kia, and Clear, who's providing clear internet service right here at Brasky State Prison, the home of Nightmares Gate. It's Nightmares Gate, and it's the radio station, 94.5 FM.
The Randy Smith Memorial Golf Classic is a very busy day. In fact, it's so busy it starts early in the morning and finishes late at night. To give you a rundown of the schedule, here it is. Check-in begins at 8 a.m. in the morning. Putting contest at 9 a.m. A group photo, which always happens at the Randy, takes place promptly at 11:30 a.m. The tournament starts for the golf side at 11:45 a.m. sharp. There will be a long drive contest that starts at 10 a.m. Cocktails after the day begin at 6 p.m. and then our dinner banquet at 7 p.m. The golf format for the Randy Smith is a scramble, Fort Lauderdale best ball. This includes bird environments. There are several ways to enjoy and learn about the great birds of Alabama, including the Coastal Birding Trail, the Dauphin Island Bird Sanctuary, and the Pelican Rookery on Galliard Island. BP has worked with Share the Beach, a local volunteer program that helps thousands of baby turtles reach the water after hatching each year. The green turtle, loggerhead, and Kemp's Riley are all types of sea turtles that live in the waters right off of the Alabama coast, including the coast of the 17-mile-long, 3/4-mile-wide barrier island known as Dauphin Island. There are so many ways to learn about and enjoy Alabama's beautiful beaches. Fishing is a great way to explore the Gulf waters and learn about different types of fish. The fish of the Alabama Gulf Coast are known as the fighting tarpon and the largemouth bass. Please enjoy our educational kids activities showcasing the beautiful wildlife Alabama has to offer. And make sure you get your passport to the coast stamped at each of the areas for a few fun treasures that await you.
The doors are going to be opening up at 6 o'clock. Until then, feel free to listen around because we're going to have a whole lot to talk about, a whole lot going on, and I am not by myself for this. No, we have some great guests that are going to be joining us. We're talking about the superstars of Impact Wrestling. You never know who's going to stop by here. And plus, taking us all the way up until 7 o'clock when that show starts, myself joined by who better to call the play-by-play action than Mike Tenay and Taz themselves, giving you the play-by-play action. What exactly is Impact Wrestling Radio, you ask? Up until Huntsville, no one has had the opportunity to hear what's going on with the play-by-play action until you actually see the show on Spy TV. So, in steps Impact Wrestling Radio. It gives you the opportunity to actually hear everything that goes on. You get to hear all the drama backstage. You get to hear everything that goes on between Mike and Taz. You get to hear every bit of the play-by-play, so you're not left in the dark. You get to know everything that's going on. As you see the action, you get to hear the action. You get to hear the play-by-play. It's a beautiful thing. If you're seeing somebody that's walking around handing out those radios, they're only $5. They're souvenir radios. You get to take them home with you. They're something that you're going to want to take part of and keep for yourself. Bring them back to other live events that we do. As we're going to be bringing.
I just want to thank you guys for having me on. I just want to say this is a cool thing. This is another TNA original here where we have our own broadcasting radio station here for our fans out there to listen to while they're waiting in line and getting ready, making their signs for the superstars tonight and things like that. This is what makes us different right here. When people go, Matt Morgan, what's different between TNA and other wrestling organizations? This right here is yet another shining example of why we're the originals in this business. Thanks for having me on, man.
Atlanta Dogwood Festival Radio on 88.7 FM.
My Lord, bye, bye.
From From Birmingham, Alabama, the Back Row Baptist on Atlanta Dogwood Festival Radio. 71 degrees here at the Piedmont Park for Atlanta Dogwood Festival Radio. Ray Michaels working your radio station here in Piedmont. And hey, we got a lot of things going on with the acoustic stage, the main stage, as well as the international stage. We're going to run through that lineup here in just a moment.
You haven't had sushi until you've had sushi in the Raw Sushi Bar Restaurant, that is. There's never a dull moment at Raw. The music is pumping, the mood is upbeat, and the atmosphere is as stimulating as a big bit of wasabi. Raw offers a wide variety of signature sushi, killer appetizers, Japanese fusion dishes, and thirst-quenching cocktails.
The saxophone playing Jeff Sparks here on Atlanta Dogwood Festival Radio. Ray Michaels here, right here at the 12th Street entrance of Piedmont Park, inviting you to listen in on 88.7 FM as we bring you all the information about today's festival. This whole 3-day weekend is just packed with fine arts, food, and all kinds of fun here today and tomorrow at Piedmont Park. We're here on a Saturday, 71 degrees and sunshine here in Atlanta.
Dogwood Festival Radio. Atlanta Dogwood Festival Radio on 88.7 FM.
Keeping you informed on what's going on here in the park for the Dogwood Festival weekend. Ray Michaels working your 88.7 FM Atlanta Dogwood Festival Radio for the weekend. Thanks for tuning in and checking out everything that's going on here at Piedmont Park. Welcome to the 2011 Biz Bash in Fort Lauderdale, and welcome to the Pink Powered by Moss booth. Our traditional offerings along with the newest fabric trends are what we are all about, and we are excited to share them with you at this show. Make sure you notice our portico entranceway pieces at the entrance of the show. Of course, our booth shows two popular features from Pink's line. First, the circle surround design. The 2-foot moons come pre-connected. They're easy to hang, and they're easy to ship. They can be white for lighting purposes or colorful to match your theme or corporate colors. Printing is cost-effective here because it's a very small area to print. The large ribbonesque entry in our 10-foot inline shows the versatility of this product, whether being used in a large or small space to give a sleek look. Other new products from Pink Powered by Moss include the Garden line, a DJ audio-visual line, stretch shapes, and much more. The award-winning Pink Powered by Moss line is here at BizBash. Stop by our booth today and see what's new and let us earn your business from Pink Powered by Moss. The private radio station for this booth provided by SmartRadioNow.com. www.smartradionow.com. Contact for your show today at 1-800-906-1272. It's not just radio, it's Smart Radio Now, providing turnkey private radio stations for all types of events. Call today. Looking to pack a punch? Draw them in, work a crowd, or just make yourself heard? Smart Radio Now can help. An average American has an 8 to 10 second attention span, and that's all you have to get your message out. Whether it's a company picnic, an elegant tent dinner, a charity auction, even a midnight raid, we can do it all. Need to get a word out? Want to stand out in the crowd? We have the answer. We do concerts, trade shows, big events, small events, movie showings, seminars, fair attractions, and festivals galore. We do it all. Your event, your way. Contact Morrison Sales Company at 770-298-0695 or email us at smartradionow@comcast.net.